though. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican hit your sauce on face those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big number.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Yeah, 15 on it, 15 on it.
Come on. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 17 yards and a giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 17 yards and a giant first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them. They're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end, and he will take it on in for a giant. Ingram, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
12, 11, 11. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
29 is the mic.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Thomas has got it, complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Here we go. 21, 21. You better bring.
First and 10.
Let me look right now. You better bring. 13. Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Brock, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the shotgun and run with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Switch.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, we got 3 down.
12.
Hey, check 20.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
25, check 25. Watch safety creep.
Pilot, 64, weak.
He's coming. Double up.
11. Hey, Zoo. 13.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
21. Hey, wahoo!
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Hey, orbit.
On 1st down, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football, because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Right there.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold with the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Jones now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
General West.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Garoppolo, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike, 29. It's our time. It's our time.
One, Omaha. 80 weapons.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
13.
Watch the twist.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
Haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
12, fellas, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 53 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. else. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 1st down Giants on a pickup of 14.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Like 20, 2. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Watch the pass. 29.
11. Hey. High 7.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun.
Can't move it. You got to get that.
They run again with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
29 is a mic.
6-6. Pull it high. 21. Here we go. Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end. Looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
X3, 218, chop.
On 1st down, Barkley. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Let's get it.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Bravo.
Here we go. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Watch the screen.
21.
Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
You got tight right there. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
You draw forfeit.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Gold is able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.